Well, welcome to the 7 o'clock talk, and we're actually changing it up. We're no longer live, but if you want to submit questions on any of these that you get, if you submit a question, it comes to us and we'll answer it on the next week. And that is just how we would like to interact with you, and it makes it easier. Plus, as you can tell, the lighting's a little better, the internet's a little better, and the sound's a lot better. With that being said, if this is your first time watching us, this is my wife, Jessica Miller. She is a nurse of 13 years. She has worked
way longer than 13 years, but 15
plus. But she's worked every aspect of the hospital. Plus, she was quite the steal because I don't like to draw blood, and she was the go-to person at Schneck when they needed blood to be drawn on someone hard. So she's here now, and she draws blood. So actually, if you have a hard time getting your blood drawn elsewhere, if you want to call in and have your blood drawn, we can give you the tubes and you can go get it taken care of. My name is Dr. Trevor Miller, and I am a board certified chiropractor. I am board certified in functional medicine. I have a certificate from the University of Functional Medicine, and I'm also certified in the Kalish method. Just the IFM one alone puts me in some pretty rare air that I am very blessed to be in. I'm one of 2,000 doctors in the world to be certified by the IFM, not to mention the other two certifications. I have been doing this for 30 years now, and very happy and blessed to have been doing it. Tonight's topic is going to be on sleep. Recently, we've been getting a lot of news reports from the research center, and they do nutritionals. It's one of the resources that we use when we're working with people to look at the supplements that we're going to give along with what people are taking. Is there any interaction? Because people don't realize that if you're taking berberine and a hepatotoxic drug, or if you are wound for sound and your cortisol is really high and you're taking ashwagandha and you're also taking a hepatotoxic drug, if you wonder what those are, there's another video that I've done. But basically, if your doctor has told you to get your liver enzymes done periodically, then you're most likely taking a hepatotoxic drug. And if you're taking ashwagandha, berberine, turmeric even, those things can compound the injury to the liver. But tonight we are going to talk about sleep. And she loves research, so I'm going to let her take it from here. You can talk about the research study. What'd they say?
Well, this little one was on tart cherries. And they're really not sure if tart cherries help with sleep or it's the fact that they contain a low dose of melatonin. They usually mostly use it with children. You really shouldn't use melatonin with kids. And if you do, be very cautious about it. But they're giving children tart cherries, which contain a very low dose of melatonin, and they could possibly help them sleep better. And it doesn't have, so a tart cherry or tart cherry juice, if you're going to try that, fruit is always better. If you try the juice, get tart cherry juice with no sugar, and it has to be pure. And it's probably going to be pretty sour.
Oh, God, yeah. But if you have gout, you can also take it because it helps with uric acid.
It's wonderful for gout.
And so, to expand on the research study, is there anything else that you wanted to hit? To expand on the research study, that's very limited. And in our experience with working with tons of patients now, she has a wonderful trick that she uses and a wonderful hormone that she uses
Well, most people are deficient in hormones. It doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and upwards. Everybody that we have tested, which is 100% of them, even young children, of course, you know, that doesn't really matter when they're really small, but nobody has optimal hormones. Actually, we don't see any that have normal hormones, but progesterone is a wonderful hormone that your body needs to help regulate sleep, among other things. It's your feel-good hormone. It's your Goldilocks hormone. You have to have just enough, not too much, just right. But progesterone is a wonderful thing to help us sleep and just overall well-being.
The other thing that you can start to use to kind of stack, I'm a big proponent of stacking things, because we all hear about the wonderful use of XYZ supplement or whatever else. But when you start to take things and you add magnesium or things of that nature, then you're getting a compounding effect. They work synergistically. So another hormone to use with the progesterone is pregnenolone, because it is the mother hormone. It sits up top here. And a lot of times, if you're having a pregnenolone steal, that means that it's not going into the pathway to make your progesterone, your testosterone, and your estrogens. It goes over here to make cortisol. So you want to supplement with a little bit of that as well. And that way, what happens to you is you can hopefully backfill before you get to the progesterone and have all of this coming about. I just spoke about magnesium. Magnesium is wonderful. If you are actually getting where you're constipated, you guys use
Well, they use all kinds of things, but magnesium citrate is a better product you can use as a laxative. It does not taste good. It's very salty. And it works quick, so don't go anywhere.
Otherwise, there's a lot of different magnesiums. There are topical magnesiums. Don't put the topicals near any orifices.
Mucous membranes are a no-no. It will burn like fire, and you cannot wash it off. But magnesium lotions or gels on your restless legs, or just rub it over your entire body. Your skin is your largest organ, so you will absorb it really well. If you wake up in the middle of the night with cramps, just rub it on there. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes to start absorbing. It's kind of salty feeling.
Yeah, it's gritty.
It'll leave a white powdery stuff on your sheets, but it doesn't stain.
My next is my favorite, L-theanine, which is found in chocolate. Actually, cacao, real chocolate.
Dark chocolate, if you're going to eat a chocolate.
Yes.
Chocolate.
So I'm a big proponent of some stuff. We don't carry it, but it's called Cacao Bliss. And Cacao Bliss has cinnamon, and it has chocolate, and it has a little bit of turmeric and stuff like that. But that helps increase L-theanine, which helps you relax, it helps the brain, and it brings you down. Let's talk about the environment a second. Your room should be used for sleep and sex. That's it. You shouldn't be laying down, scrolling through stuff. You really probably shouldn't be reading much. I mean, if you have an old school book and you want to have your regular lights on and you're reading and falling asleep quickly, great. No televisions, no radios and stuff like that, other than, go ahead and you want to hit like the white noise and things.
Oh, so sound therapy. For some people, they just have a hard time just tuning out things. So the sound machines, the white noise, like the dryer noise, the raindrops or waterfalls or things like that. People tend to enjoy those. You can put them on a timer. If you have an Alexa, she'll do the same. And that tends to relax people, help them get out of their head. and fall asleep faster.
The best thing that I've ever seen to make sure that you're getting 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep a night is a schedule. I wake up pretty regularly.
Talking about sleep, now I want to go to have a nap.
I am pretty regular on when I wake up. I wake up within an hour of time each day, and it's 5 o'clock is my time. I can wake up at 4:30, or I can wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, and it's like clockwork. So if I want to get 8 or 9 hours worth of sleep, I have to make sure my night before I'm in bed early. So I'm generally in bed 7:30, 8 o'clock. She's a bit more of a night owl. Especially if she's watching one of her murder mystery documentary things, she'll watch that before she goes to bed. But I am pretty religious at 7:30, 8 o'clock. I am wrapping it up, and 90% of the time she's that way as well. You want your room dark. Blackout shades. You want no lights on. Phones off, face down, airplane mode. You don't want any stimulus like that. We just got grounding sheets. Literally last night. What was your experience? I slept really well.
I slept good. I still just need to know that it works. So I got to make sure that my grounding, I got to figure out how to make sure that they are actually grounded. But I mean, I don't really hurt so they're supposed to help with inflammation. They're supposed to help regulate your hormones. They're supposed to help with pain, sleep, of course. Ours are all organic cotton with pure silver. So they're kind of pricey. It's just a sheet, just the bottom sheet, fitted sheet, whatever you want to call it. And it just has a little wire, and it plugs into the ground outlet of your, and so I guess there's a way to test it, but I feel pretty good. I mean, we're gonna keep trying it. And another big thing is cold room. Anything cooler than 68 degrees, but I'm not gonna lie, I'll open the window up in the middle of winter and when it's 30 degrees outside and sleep like a baby.
Yep. No heavy meals after 6 o'clock. You really kind of want your gut empty when you go to bed, because if your gut is full of blood, then it doesn't go to the brain, and the lymphatics don't open up and clean things out. We actually cover this with our neurodementive patients and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. It's okay to go to bed a little hungry. It's not going to hurt you. As far as the grounding sheets for me, I actually track my sleep with an Oura ring, and then I'm super nerdy. I wake up and I will put on the Morpheus strap and do my recovery score and see how I did, and then I compare the heart rate variabilities. Last night I actually had really good heart rate variability. I got a ton of deep sleep, so it'll be interesting if that's a one-off or if that continues, if that's a trend. That way we'll see what's going on. Anything else you want to add to this?
And don't go to the gym and then expect to come home and go to bed.
Yep. I typically don't like to exercise past 3 o'clock. That seems to keep everything in me going hard for a while. So I don't like to exercise after 3. Some people only get the chance to exercise in the evening, and if that's the case, that's the case.
And getting a nice little walk in after dinner doesn't really count.
Yeah, we're talking about going to the gym and raising
iron.
Yeah,
running.
Now, if you're outside in nature and you're having a very calm, like we'll take a walk and we'll talk, when that happens, that's not exercise. I'm talking about you hop on the bike, you go pump iron, you go for a run. That type of stuff is a no-no later on in the day, typically. But if that's the way you kind of wind down, I mean, you, So I can't sit here and tell you what's best for you. I can tell you what's best practice, but I can't tell you, and if that's the only time you got, then you optimize everything else. We have a gentleman that is a gas delivery guy, and he doesn't sleep during that money time sleep, but his MSQ and all of his other stuff says, hey, he's got it nailed down. He's got it dialed in, and he feels fabulous.
Well, and we didn't put it up there on our cheat sheet, but scents. So lavender, vanilla, they're very calming. They're very soothing. So get yourself a high quality vanilla or lavender essential oil. Put it in a little spritzer bottle with water and a little alcohol, and you just spray that on your pillow around your room, and that helps people relax.
Also, a hot shower or hot bath. That helps when you lay down. It brings, you're hot, you get out, you get into the bed, and everything starts to cool down, and that's a good way to shut down. So if you like information like this, please go ahead and give us a like and a follow. That way you know what's going on. Plus, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Ask questions. We love to answer questions. Once again, I said it before on an earlier little short that I did. Doctor means teacher. And this woman lives to teach. She loves patient education. She loves sitting with the people and talking. I do as well. But that label that I have as doctor, it just means teacher first. And then you can start to look at healer and everything else. But first and foremost, it's a teacher. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you heal from the inside out. Get your lifestyle straight. Get it so you are loving life and having fun. Because let's face it, if we really only get one chance to go around this world, you might as well enjoy it while you're here. Have a great night. And we'll help you heal from the inside out. And we'll see you next time.